Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about young Dolph. Now, young Dolph, they had a celebration of life for him at the FedEx Forum in Memphis today, right? So they were trying to pay their tribute to young Dolph, all his career accomplishments, a celebration of his life and everything he achieved. Well, sad news has it that, man, there might have been a shooting that took place outside the forum. Now, there have been several people from local news agencies there in Memphis that have come to social media to talk about what happened, including footage of people running after the initial gunshot rang out allegedly, right? Now, before we get to the specifics and talk about all the updates in this story, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this young Dolph celebration of life ceremony being interrupted momentarily, right? Now, the first report that went out came from one of the Fox News 13 affiliates there, I believe, in Memphis, and they put out a video that showed a wild scene where it looks like somebody was shooting and people were trying to get everything together. Like people were running in one direction and the other direction, and then other people are trying to, make sure they tell their folks to get in the car. But man, let's play the clip so you guys can see it yourself.
Get in the car. Freeze. Right there. Hey, you don't need to be recording, man. You need to stay. Y'all news report. Y'all news report. Bo, get your.
Okay, now in that footage, we do see pretty much chaos because everybody is trying to get to their car or either find some type of cover. And in the background, and I'm going to play this one more time. In the background, I want y'all to hear. It sounds like somebody's actually being arrested. They tell somebody to get down. One of the other officers, he's like, yeah, over there, right there, and kind of pointing somebody out, just letting them know that either that's the person that needs to be detained or letting people know that that's the right direction to go. But I'm going to play it one more time because it's a lot going on in just that quick 30-second slide of video. You know what I mean?
Get in the car. Freeze. Right there. Hey, you don't need to be recording, man. You need to stay. Y'all news report. Y'all news report. Bo, get your.
Now, as you can see, they were also chasing somebody. You see 3 people running off in the distance. And it looks like at the same time, one of the officers or security guards is saying, like, yeah, right there. It's the same time that they're running and chasing the individual. Now, there's been several reporters who've gone to social media who's commented on this situation. And it's been back and forth. Now, ever since the report kicked off, they were trying to figure out, was it a gunshot or not? Because everybody's been in a situation where you're in a crowd or something, and there's a loud boom or a loud bang, and everybody starts running, assuming it's a gunshot. But it seems like they've got somebody detained. So now let's look at what some of the reporters are saying on social media from Memphis. Now, in the first video that we saw, that clip is taken from social media, and it's this reporter right here, and this is what she had to say about the situation originally. Now, accompanying that video, she put out this message right here. It said, following young Dolph's celebration of life, we heard a gunshot in the FedEx Forum parking garage and saw officers chase down and arrest the man. So that was that scene that we seen in the background where the guy was running, and we seen it looked like 3, just black figures just running, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about race because I don't know what race they were. I'm just mean like it looks like 3 people dressed in black running, you know what I mean? And I'm assuming that's when the officers chased down and arrested the person. And that goes with what we saw in the video, right? Well, there's another a reporter who retweeted this and was making updates, and I think he's like from the Fox News affiliate there, and he said this right here. Now, in this message, the reporter Jeremy Pierre, he says this. He says, Memphis police investigating shots fired near the garage at FedEx Forum. This happened as people left young Dolph's celebration of life. So just so you guys understand what was going on, young Dolph was having a celebration of his life, his accomplishments, and he was also awarded a streak. And on top of that, and we'll get to this in a little bit, there was another announcement that was made at the celebration that was amazing, man, to say the least, man. To see that people appreciate him after he's gone. These are two big ways of them showing it. You know what I mean? Now, the report continued by them saying these things. He went back and doubled back on the report by saying this. Now, in this post on social media, he said, Memphis police say they recovered a stolen car from the garage. They detained one person. So this makes me wonder, man, because we see a lot of this happening, man. Cars are being stolen, and this is the most recent update. Cars are being stolen, right? And people are using those stolen cars, obviously, for whatever reason, right? Now, is it possible that the shots being fired and the person being detained and the stolen car are linked? In this case, it sounds like it's a possibility, or else why would they be giving this as an update to the shooting story, right? So maybe somebody showed up there with some malicious intent. They actually showed up to the celebration of life not to celebrate. Maybe it had nothing to do with young Dolph. Maybe they just used it as an opportunity to see somebody else, an op or whatever, and just try to, get the drop on them. Or maybe it was just a wild situation where two people were arguing. It's so many different variables here that could have happened. But it didn't end there. They also showed pictures of the car being towed. And in this post, the same reporter said this. This is the car towed from the garage, followed by Memphis police. So obviously Memphis police are following the car and towing it. Man, that lets you know it's of some type of importance, right? Because it's getting its own police escort or whatnot, right? Now, there's also, I could show the pictures of it or whatnot, and I don't know what this has to do with young Dolph besides the fact that it took place outside of the FedEx Forum. I wish Cass would really let this man rest in peace. Hopefully it had nobody was showing up there trying to ruin what people were trying to do for young Dolph, because that's a whole nother level of petty and a whole nother level of just not letting things go, man. I mean, the sad part is we're dealing with the situation of young Dolph losing his life. Then on top of that, you have a lot of the craziness. But man, let's end on something positive. So there was also a post made by the same reporter that said this. It said, November 17th in the state of Tennessee is now Adolph Young Dolph Thornton Jr. Day of Service. State Senator Katrina Robinson making the announcement. So at the celebration, they made the announcement that from now on, November 17th is going to be Young Dolph Day. So that's dope, man. That's dope. Hopefully they get that on the calendars. People will know about young Dolph for years to come, man. And on top of that, he got a street named after him. So a lot of people are paying their respects. It's not all bad, but man, it's just news stories like this and situations like this that could put a damper even on the brightest light in a dark situation. Now with that, hold up. What do you guys think, man? Do you think this young Dolph situation, somebody showing up and allegedly shooting off shots at his celebration of life, has anything to do with young Dolph's shooting case, or maybe even somebody involved? Or do you feel this could just be a one-off situation that has nothing to do with it at all? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.